Hello everybody and welcome back. Thanks for joining me. This is going to be a little bit different than the rest of my videos. That's why I'm over here for this one. We're going to be reacting to the MW 2019 Spec Ops and Warzone cutscenes. So at the end of the campaign, there were a few cutscenes that played out. One of them was right after the last mission. I assumed that was one that was supposed to be there, even though I assumed that the game would be kind of a one-off thing and wouldn't have sequels. That cutscene introduced a lot of characters from the original trilogy and looked to be setting them up for a sequel. On the other hand, there were a few cutscenes after the credits that seemed to do kind of the same thing, had some reoccurring characters and stuff like that, introduced a couple new names and stuff, people from the original trilogy, which was exciting, but it also came with the little tagline that said the story is continued in Spec Ops. Well, I'm not going to play Spec Ops. No offense. I'm not going to play it for a 30-second cutscene. And apparently with the Warzone ones, I don't think they're even available anymore because I'm pretty sure the Warzone servers were shut down for MW 2019. So I don't think I could access them. So thankfully, I found a compilation online. Shout out to eXquisite Gaming. Be sure to leave them a like as I have. For compiling this video. Hopefully this is everything that I need. One of the things I do worry about is, and I mentioned this in my MW 2019 video, how many of these cutscenes are supposed to be related to Warzone, and then how many are like actually relevant to the next game, right? Because I don't think that they were intending to make a sequel, but the cutscenes exist, so I feel compelled to watch them in the event that they may be relevant. If they are, great. If not, well, whatever. It was still enjoyable, hopefully. So let's just hop into it. Oh, okay, so this is actually the one that I watched. This is the one I was talking about, the longer one at the end of the game. I'm going to actually skip this one because my reaction is already available in that other video. So we're going to go to this one.
Helo in my sights.
Take it down.
Roger. Stand by. Target destroyed.
General Alliance, this is Mara. AQ Helo down north of.
Now, unless I'm mistaken, these are actually operators that they have in the multiplayer and then, you know, Warzone as well. I don't know how many of these characters are going to be showing up in the next game. Like I said, all the more reason to want to watch these, just in case they do, and then I know who they are at least.
Sergeant Kamarov, we have coalition fighters in the AO.
So this guy's working with Kamarov.
Let's move.
But I also thought Kamarov was working with Price, no? Okay. So that's the reappearance of some of the gas from the campaign, which I think they mentioned that there was more of it, so that makes sense.
No problem, brother. We have more. Plenty more.
Huh. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, you know what? I think I watched this one as well. This is the one with Al-Assad in it. Yep, there he is. Huh. Let's see. Yep, because I saw this one as well. So that's Nikolai. Kamarov showed up here. There he is. So we're going to go ahead and skip over to this next one.
This is Case Officer Laswell of the Coalition. I'm in joint command with Sergeant Kamarov of the Allegiance.
Let's put our differences aside. Together, as
The Allegiance.
This is our first direct action against the Al-Qatal army.
Armistice,
Your mission
okay.
is to find, fix, and finish off high-value targets of the AQ network in Verdansk.
These HVTs are
Right, and
powerful,
Verdansk was the name of
collaborators,
the Warzone map.
offering material aid and support to our
I didn't
enemy.
play a lot
They
of the
also
original
want new master,
Warzone,
who's leading
so I don't
the
really
control
know
charge
much
in
about
Verdansk.
it.
To find him, We need to find them.
Your first operation is against the high-ranking AQ figures they call Al-Malik, the landlord.
Al-Malik owns several warehouses across Verdansk, serving as Alcatala weapons depots. He's a slumlord for guns and terrorists.
Okay.
Your team will insert into the southern district to engage and capture enemy personnel for intel leading to Al-Malik's
I do have to
warehouses.
imagine
Get
that
this right, and we will nullify
some of these
AQ's
characters
stockpiles.
and villains and stuff are not really that
And we locate
important
Al-Malik
for
himself.
the next
Be
game,
advised, if
because
you
Warzone
find
had
him,
its
he will
own
be well defended.
story, obviously,
Good
but I
hunting.
have to imagine it was,
War in Verdansk runs on a black market.
I don't know,
That
pretty
means dirty
limited to
money
the
and
seasons.
someone
Like,
who's in
every
it.
season had a
Zad
different
Al-Qatala
story.
uses a British
This
banker,
was
one of our
one of
primary
those
HVTs,
stories,
as
and
a
then it
man
was
responsible for
self-contained,
laundering their
right?
currency.
So I
We
can't
don't know the
imagine this
banker's
is, like,
name,
in the next
but we
game.
do know
But
he runs a system of
still.
server farms that spit shine AQ cash so they can weaponize the proceeds.
We need an assault force on the ground to shut these transactions down. Your team will target hostile forces for intel that points us to the banker's crypto servers.
Once you retrieve enough data, we'll triangulate it, freeze their assets, and attempt to revoke the birth certificate of the man who holds the purse strings. First and foremost, get in country and round up AQ fighters for actionable intel on the banker's operation. Our gains in Verdansk have kicked the hornet's nest. As Armistice eliminates their upper echelon, Alcatala is making more aggressive and desperate moves.
This is El Traficante. He helms a worldwide smuggling operation based in South America that moves contraband all over the globe.
He protects himself, his customers, and his shipments. We're going after all three.
A local asset reported that El Traficante is moving
Traficante.
something big
Huh.
across Verdansk before sundown. At 0700, he transmitted a distress signal. That was our last contact.
You need to reacquire the asset and learn what he knows about El Traficante's plan so we can stop it.
Infill your team to the north zone. We'll assault a series of AQ safe houses.
I can't-
Search and send back any intel you find.
Time is not on our side.
I'm guessing this is not
if El
related to
Traficante
the
is
next
coordinating
game.
a move,
It's
AQ may be
interesting,
launching a strike
but I feel like it's really secluded to Verdansk,
criteria for mission success is to
which
defeat
not being
Alcatala's
able to
supply
play it
chain.
and not...
This is an
I mean, I
arms deal,
assume
as they
it's
call
not going to be
Mr.
important moving forward,
Z
that
is wanted by the International Criminal
those
Court
self-contained
for
stories,
conspiracy to
self-contained
transport,
stories just
sell,
kind of
and
die
supply
out.
arms to a
I
foreign
don't have to really
terrorist
worry about them so
organization.
much.
Mr. Z appears to have focused on one
Mr.
exclusive
Z.
client, Alcatala's new #1, and has positioned himself as both supplier and advisor to the terrorist leader.
A volunteer physician on the ground, Dr. Linda Morales, informed us that Z's been using medical shipments as a front for moving hazardous materials into Verdansk. 4 hours ago, she was taken hostage by AQ operatives.
Armistice's primary objective is to rescue Dr. Morales. If Z is bringing chemical weapons into this fight, she may know where to find them. From the onset of this operation, the formation of Armistice ruffled feathers. They said Russia and the West couldn't work together. They were wrong.
Thanks to your assault teams, the Alcatala support network has been
Yeah, but
cut
one of
off
those
as a power
things I
program
wonder
all of
about, and
these
this was
terrorist threats
present in the
have
original
been
Modern
eliminated.
Warfare, was
However,
different
Mr. Z
factions
still remains
within
at large. His weapons are
the
locked
Russian
and loaded
forces,
with
right? Because
terrorist
we have
transport
Kamarov,
Verdansk. Our
like
presence
the
in
original,
region
but
is
then
the
I
only
would
line of
assume that
defense
Zakhaev
preventing
is
Z
his
and the
own,
AQ boss from pushing
has his own
terrorists in.
force, right? Whether that has the
Unknown leader is
backing
now
of the
calling
government
his
or
army
not, or if it's
Alcatala,
more of a revolutionary
Al-Jadid.
force.
The new killers.
These new killers are calling him the Immortal Lion, or Khaled al-Assad.
Okay, well there's Al-Assad. This is a little bit different. This is more of an in-game cutscene again. I assume this is actually... Oh. Hope that wasn't somebody important.
Target down. Gas is closing in. We need to exfil now.
Speaking of which, I hope these guys aren't important either. I don't know. I don't recognize either of them. Don't tell me he actually lived. Who is it? I don't know. Nobody?
Price. Something's wrong in Verdansk.
Oh.
They're targeting their own. We need to find out why. Send fighters I can trust. Goes down.
Was Ghost really introduced in Modern Warfare No, is he really? I don't remember that at all. And so now they're targeting their own forces to boot, so I don't know... Well, that was a good one. Also, that's Rust. Why is Rust making an appearance?
Simon. Right. Can you talk? I can listen.
He's just hiding behind the barrel.
Surprise plan is working. The armistice in Verdansk is officially fallen.
Oh. Okay, well that didn't last very long.
Tell me something I don't know. I got a fire team. Operators inbound hot to your position. They better be good. They are.
Okay. Jesus, Ghost.
Echo 3-1 reporting for duty.
Alex. Thought you were dead.
Still standing.
You ready for a gunfight?
Let's get evil.
What the hell? Wait, okay, so he lived, and that's how they bring him back. Really?
His father was a Soviet-era hero.
I know them.
So Victor found a willing partner to fulfill his father's wishes. Al-Assad had an axe to grind against the superpowers. He was free, armed, and turned loose. Coalition and allegiance forces signed treaties and sent in their best to restore order. But Zakhaev pulled strings, sowed distrust, and divided. We turned our guns back on each other, just like he wanted.
Okay,
Intel
that's how it
still
fell
hidden
apart
well
then.
And plans to use it. It's a bloody powder keg. And Zakhaev's already lit the fuse.
And that's, well, we call him Gaz now. Huh. This is pretty good. Okay, some of this has to... So Ghost and Alex definitely have to be coming back. I kind of knew about Ghost already, like I said, because of the marketing of Modern Warfare 2022, but Alex is back, and that's how they brought him back, was a quick cutscene for Warzone. We have Mr. Lurch now.
Lurch to Rose. You ready to start this fire?
Always. You know that.
That's what I like to hear. How about some fireworks?
Wait till you hear this.
Jesus.
Fuse is lit. Let's let ourselves in.
Copy. Spark.
Good effect on target, Shadows. Doors open, bring in the birds.
Check, HLZ is marked, touching down.
Shadows, unask and move to set. You see hostile intent? You are clear to engage.
I'm gonna try and remember that guy. He looks like he's important. Mr. Lurch.
Captain's intel was good.
Always is.
Zakhaev and his men have been using these tunnels to move through Verdansk unnoticed.
He had the tunnels but no trains. Can you power them?
If you buy me some time, yes.
3 enemies heading your way, Nick.
That's Nikolai. Okay.
Then keep them out.
I kind of figured he'd be sticking around because he was already in another cutscene and everything. Oh! Jesus. Oh man, you better run. That's not the place to be.
Enemies down. You're clear.
Almost done.
Damn, Farah.
Here we go.
Jesus.
Nice work.
Same to you. Give the captain my regards.
Stay. Help us go after Zakhaev.
I'd rather kill him.
Good.
You'll need this.
Back in the fight.
Actual, I'm with Nikolai. What on?
Roger that. Bravo 6 to Griggs. Stand by to move. Copy. Say the word.
Oh, did he say Griggs?
Bravo 6 to Griggs. Go green.
Yeah, he did. Nice. So Griggs was in the other game, but he really only showed up for like one mission, which was cool, but I kind of wondered if it was just more about fan service than actually bringing a new character, or an old character, I should say, back and keeping them like everybody else, right?
It's time now for the final cut.
I really am intrigued by the son being the villain now. I think that's really interesting. I'm really excited to see what they do with that.
Keep him busy.
They came to Verdansk to stop us, but they couldn't resist fighting each other. This war is 50 years in the making. No more treaties, no more diplomacy. These weapons will no longer lie dormant. Your work is not in vain, Father.
Oh. So I wonder if... You know, I mentioned in my video that they treated
Show yourself.
the all gillied up mission as if it were canon to some extent, but I actually don't know how much. Oh, wait. What?
Victor.
Captain Price, I am not surprised.
You're a dead man.
He's not actually gonna die. There's no way.
I started a war. Killing me won't stop it.
Oh, I won't kill you. But the fool will wait.
Jesus Christ.
Zakhaev is dead, but the missile is hot. Nick, I need the cogs now.
Damn, Price.
Slow. 6. 1. 5. Say again.
Ah, for God's sake.
Say again, I've lost you, Nick. Bloody hell, Nick, the last digit. 7. 6, 1, 5, 7.
Jesus.
All call signs this net. Launch is terminated. Mission accomplished.
Oh, but Zakhaev, hey, did he actually die, or what?
Not by a long shot.
McTavish to actual.
So, what's your position?
And there's so...
Have a click off the coast. Things are really heating up out here.
Hold tight. We're moving your way.
That cast is stacked as fuck. That looks awesome. And that's it. So that was actually pretty decent. There was quite a bit towards the end there. I don't know. I have to assume that a good chunk of that is probably relevant. I'm guessing everything to do with our kind of main characters is relevant. I don't know what to think about Zakhaev being like tossed aside like that. On the one hand, that'd be kind of a lame way for a villain like that to go, I think. On the other hand, I also kind of suspect that he's not really dead because, hey, where's the body, man? Where's the proof? I am a little bit, I don't want to say I'm disappointed because I'm actually really glad that Alex survived and that he's back. I just wasn't expecting it to be like that. He came back in 10 seconds and he said, "Oh, I thought you were dead." "Nope, I'm not." "Okay," and then that was the explanation. I was hoping for a little bit more substance, something flashier, or something with a little bit of depth. Now, I get it. Like I said, it's a Warzone cutscene or a Spec Ops cutscene. they're not going to be very long. Each of those is probably a minute and a half is generous even, but I don't know. I was expecting a little bit more for that. I'm excited to see everybody else kind of come back through. So, Price, obviously, Gaz, Ghost, of course, Soap is there, Farah is returning. We have Nikolai, of course, Griggs. So I assume he'll make an appearance at some point. We have Al Assad, who I don't know if he's actually dead or not. Sakaev, seemingly was taken down, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a believer. I'm gonna kind of wait and see what happens in the next game's campaign because I don't believe it. I need to see proof. But that's all this is, guys. This is just a quick little video I wanted to make, kind of going over this stuff. I figured this might be important to some extent. Like I said before, if a lot of this ends up not being useful, so be it. It was still interesting to watch. I imagine a lot of it probably won't be. I don't know anything about Verdansk. I don't know how much of that is relevant anymore, given that we're not playing on Verdansk. It's a different map. Every Modern Warfare has a different map now, so I'm guessing a lot of that's probably not really relevant, but it was still interesting to see. It's interesting to see what they come up with these things. Since it's not actually kind of a full-fleshed campaign, it's just like mini cutscenes. I'm sure there's a lot of gameplay that's relevant to all that stuff. Of course, I'm not playing any of that, like things in Warzone. Never really got into that, so I'm guessing that's kind of an important part to it. So maybe I'm losing a little bit because I don't have that experience in terms of these cutscenes. But in terms of a lot of that, I'm actually really glad that I saw it. Hopefully, it will have some impact now that I'm walking into it with this kind of preparation and this knowledge. So that's all I got for this one, guys. This was just a short video. But thanks for checking it out with me. Maybe I'll do more of these in the future if I think they're relevant. I'm sure Modern Warfare 2022 will have something like this that I'll need to watch for Modern Warfare 3. If that ends up being the case, I'll make another one because I can. It's easy and it was pretty fun. So thanks for watching, everybody.